morning, everybody. This is the Dave Ross Show, early edition. Buzz Aldrin, one of the original moonwalkers, wants us to go to Mars now.
It may sound like a distant destination, but that's what some called Apollo.
It was 40 years ago today the U.S. landed a man on the moon, which gave us probably the most often repeated phrase in the English language.
That's one small step for man.
Which was followed almost immediately by the second most repeated phrase, they can put a man on the moon, but they can't, etc., etc., etc. And I hear people lament that we gave up after the moon landing. We never followed up, even though today your iPod could outcompute the original moon lander. But there's a reason we didn't follow up. Because the moon landing wasn't about the moon. The moon landing was about beating the Soviet Union. President Kennedy made that crystal clear to the head of NASA in the Oval Office.
Everything that we do ought to really be tied into getting onto the moon and ahead of the Russians.
We succeeded because we saw an existential threat, and cost was no object. And that competition cut both ways. At the same time we were determined to beat the communists to the moon, we had to beat them in Vietnam too, which didn't go as well. It's good to see Buzz Aldrin trying to get a wave going for Mars.
To Mr. Obama, let's get on with it. Let's invest in the future.
But Mr. Obama can't even get health care fixed at this point. We Americans don't think big unless there's an enemy breathing down our neck. Now, if Al-Qaeda threatens to lower premiums below $1,000 a month, then there might be a chance. This is Dave Ross, back at 9 with the Dave Ross Show, News Talk 97.3, Cairo FM.